Hey gang, what's up? Kevin Makins here, and I just wanted to thank you all so much for sharing last week's video on does the Bible teach white supremacy? And the answer is, I don't think so. It was by far the most shared video I've had and generated the most discussion. So I'm grateful for everyone who shared it. And truthfully, that kind of video is exactly why we started this channel, to promote better conversation about the Bible and faith and religion and life and all that good stuff. I'm on vacation this week in beautiful Southampton, Ontario. Yes. But I did want to shoot a short follow-up video to last week's. If you haven't seen last week's, go back, watch that quickly. I did receive a little bit of criticism and pushback last week, typically around, yeah, but the Bible does condone slavery, and sometimes those slaves were people from other ethnicities, so yeah, the Bible is a little racist. And even as somebody who loves the Bible, respects it, thinks it is the greatest library ever produced, there are some verses in it that I have a harder time defending. And truthfully, this has been one of the biggest questions that I've heard from people. People who can get down with Jesus and they're interested in the story of the Bible, but they say, how can I see a story as authoritative or as having true meaning in it? And there's slavery and questions about women's rights. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in the Bible to be critical of. But answering questions of that significance is more than I can do in like a 6-minute video on YouTube. And so a couple of years ago, I started working on a project that finally is going to come to fruition. It is a 60-minute talk, and it tackles all of these questions about violence in the Old Testament and slavery and the role of women in the early church. This whole channel actually started just as a way to warm up for this full video that we're going to be releasing. But once we released one video and the second video, we realized that they kind of had their own energy and we didn't want to jump right into a full-length talk. But now it's been almost a year. The first video that I put out on this channel was October. And so this October, early October, we're gonna finally be releasing this project. I'm really proud of it. It's my favorite thing I've ever worked on, and it is by far the most ambitious. But if you'd like just a small teaser, a little spoiler about where we're going in this, the most important thing isn't how many verses you can quote. You can use the Bible to promote whatever you want to promote. If you cut verses out and kind of put them where you'd like. The bigger question we need to ask when we're reading the Bible is, where is it moving? Where is it heading? What is the direction of the entire narrative? That's why last week I didn't look at just individual verses, but I wanted to move it along in a direction. I'd also like to ask for your help. This October, I'm gonna be releasing the video, and I would love to have it seen by as many people as we can. And so in addition to just subscribing to this page, and please do, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the page, you hit the bell below, you'll get a notification in your inbox. But also, we're close to 1,000 subscribers, really close to 1,000, and it would be great to get this page to that number before we put out this large video. So if you can email a friend who maybe you think is on the edge of faith or would appreciate stuff that's taking place on the edge of faith, you know somebody who's had questions that this channel has been trying to address, invite them to follow this page and subscribe on YouTube so that when this thing comes out, we've got a good critical mass to push it ahead and hopefully share some good news about some very misunderstood sections of scripture.
Grandpa.
Yeah? All right, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. We'll have a full-size video next week. I'm gonna get back to my vacation in Southampton.